By the way, I was gonna do research because I always try to like know what I'm getting into when I'm doing a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I start typing your name into Google.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the first thing that comes up is?
What?
Esther Ku porn.
Oh, like what people search for?
Yeah, it's the first thing people search for.
It is?
It is.
Maybe on your computer because your Google is like set to some...
Google knows that I would look for that's true.
Like if you search on my server, that won't come up because I'm not addicted to porn like you are.
Esther, I don't Google the word porn. I'm not an amateur.
No, but you watch a lot of porn probably on that same browser.
If they would be like, show me porn. Where's porn? Like, I know how to find porn.
Well,
I don't need Google.
Unfortunately for you, I take that as a compliment.
So I clicked it.
That you compare me to a 7-year-old.
No,
See how young at heart I am?
I did click it.
Uh-huh.
Because I was like, there's no way Esther's done porn.
Was this just today?
This was a couple days ago.
Uh-huh.
It is... Like, something came up that was like, I didn't understand what it was. It was like you dancing.
Oh, yeah, I was doing a Periscope, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing to porn.
But, like, your listeners must search. It's like every guy, like every married guy, the first thing that comes up is their name and wife. Because, like, everyone wants to be like, oh, do they have a hot wife? And so I think you're not alone in like, I think like every attractive person of note, like every attractive female of note, it probably.
So you don't think I'm special?
No, I think you're special. I'm just not saying you're particularly porny.
Right, I'm not.
Have you ever talked about porn? Have you done a joke about porn, maybe? Is that why it came up?
I've done jokes about porn, yeah.
Maybe everybody's looking for your bit about porn.
No.
Not your bits in porn.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I've never done porn, and I would never do porn.
Do you know how many of your listeners are going to Google this right now?
I know. Now it's going to stay at the #1 search.
It was going to be the #1 anyway. Like, but I've been divorced a year and a half, and Steve Hofstetter wife is still, I think, like the third thing that comes up on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Steve Hofstetter gay, is that the first one? Did you guys have communal showers?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, how often did you guys have to take showers in front of everybody?
I don't remember if there was a requirement, but you know, I know in gym class we did, you know, and then wrestling, of course.
I know, like, we wouldn't have to take a communal shower all the time, but like twice a year we'd have to run the mile.
Oh, okay.
And after the mile, you were required to take a shower.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a jail. It's like everybody's naked.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. They probably don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, they might do it, man. I mean, fucking, yeah. They abuse kids like that. That's where pedophiles come out, man. And they prey.
The gym teachers.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the fucking college coaches, man.
Oh, yeah.
Sandusky.
Fucking Sandusky.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that
you
crazy?
have access to these kids showering. You're the ones telling them to take a shower.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. You're telling them and you're like, I'm watching you. And then all of a sudden you fucking grab their cock and fucking have your way with this guy. I mean, fuck, man. It's like, you know, kids.
All right, Eric, we don't need to get into your fantasies. Yeah. Whereas, like, guys, you guys are, if it's just a whole army of you, like 4 boys is like a whole army.
Well, and yeah, for my mom to deal with, my mom was like 4'11", and all the boys took martial arts. So I remember, my mom would get pissed, and my brother, doing something stupid.
She probably hated her life.
Yeah.
No offense to you.
Thanks. I wasn't so bad. I was trying.
You know, like a lot of women, they think like women having babies is going to be like this beautiful thing because like women don't talk about how hard it is to have babies.
Right.
And so you just don't even know. I got my period. If my friends didn't talk about periods at school, I wouldn't know why I was bleeding when I was 12.
Yeah. What's going on? Did something break?
And it's like, why don't women talk about our like hardships more often so that other women know like, fuck, maybe I don't want to have 4 boys, but everybody acts like it's such a blessing.
Well, I was always wondering in my family if my mother just wanted to have. I know my mother had a miscarriage at one time. I don't remember the whole story. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was before me, because if it was, then I really pray every night.
Maybe it
Thankful.
was you.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's something I've never said on the air. My freshman year girlfriend, I found out years later, cheated on me, and she's a rabbi now. And, like,
cheaters always make it to the top of these religious organizations.
Well, I know that, like, I just think it's fun that I know that there is a rabbi. She doesn't know that I know. I found out years later that she cheated on me through someone else telling a story of her being with some guy, not knowing that the timeline
Oh, it's
overlapped.
not like you broke up because she cheated on you.
No, I found out years later. And so she doesn't know that I know. I've spoken to her since graduation, but I know that she is a rabbi now, and I know that there's a rabbi somewhere.
We're going to report live from the synagogue.
We're going live to her synagogue.
And we're sitting outside the synagogue offices right now, and we're about to walk into Rabbi...
No. I'm not going to say, but
Come on.
The only reason I'm not going to say is because I'm saving this for me, because I think this would be one hell of a YouTube video to eventually just show up at her synagogue and be like...
Are you going to do that?
I thought about it.
And put her on the spot on hidden camera?
Oh my god, it would be so... But I still want to make the video. It would be a really good video. I also have an ex-girlfriend who is a pathological liar who actually tried to apologize to me
Wait,
years
so
later.
you're straight?
Yeah. It's really poor. It's like the ghetto, but in like Franklin Park.
Right.
Or some shit like that.
Right. There's a ghetto in the suburbs.
Right.
Because, like, we grew up in the suburbs, but not like the suburbs, like Home Alone suburbs or Wayne's World suburbs.
Right.
It was closer to Chicago proper.
Yeah, it's not Skokie.
So it's when we say we grew up in the suburbs, it wasn't...
It's very city-like.
It was very city-like.
And a lot of the streets actually from the city ran down to our neighborhood.
It's like the equivalent of, like, Queens.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, it's like Sherman Oaks to Hollywood. That's how far we live from the
Chicago
actual...
proper.
Yeah, proper. Yeah. Like, I could get to, Chicago proper in, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just go down North Avenue.
Right, so
it's
we're
like,
so
boom.
close. We're right outside Chicago city limits.
Yeah. So we wouldn't consider ourselves what's it called, suburban. You know what I mean? Because we live like a city life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We took the bus.
Yeah.
We fucking used public transportation. Took the train. Like we fucking bumped into like hundreds of people on a daily basis. You know what I mean? We're not secluded. So it was definitely like
and
city life.
And plus we had a big high school.
Yeah. And it was a great high school, man. Well, there was 2 high schools. Like you said, you went to East, I went to West. You know what I mean? So for a school to be like, but they had a lot of those, right? Proviso East, Proviso West.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Proviso East.
Why?
Because where I lived in Melrose Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
that's where all the black kids went.
Oh, dude, it was 99% black.
Wow.
Yeah.
You would have been way funnier if you went there.
Yeah, either that or...
Because I just was like...
Are you still
this is
addicted?
amazing. I love coffee now, and it's because I realized that the rest of the world has been cheating this whole time. Because I was like, wait, you guys have been awake this whole fucking time?
Yeah.
And so now... But I never have more than a cup a day, because I know that, like, I can't have too much.
It is addicting. And caffeine can be so, like... disturbing to your body. Like, it just jolts you in a way that it's not natural.
Well, but that's what I like about melatonin. Like, I take it when... I only take it when I need it. I take it when, like, I know I'm going to have trouble getting to sleep.
But don't you think you should get some melanin pills, too?
I do want to take melanin before I go to sleep. That would be great. I just wake up as a black man. That would be awesome. Be like, he's overdosed. He's taken too many.
Oh, man.
I think that I would look... If I had darker skin, I would look very weird because of my color hair and
you
my
don't
eyes.
think you already look weird? Oh my God. I never really knew what mangoes should taste like until I tried like the real mangoes off a real tree. And that's what this guy says on his YouTube channel. Yeah. He's like, the reason why you should grow your own food, who cares about if you're rich, if you can like afford all the best organic groceries at the nicest grocery store, whatever, but still like growing your own food and picking it right off of your garden. Right. There's no beating that taste.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd be a little concerned because I don't know if there's any seeds for a steak tree. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this seed is to get prime rib. Yeah. You plant it and you get some prime rib in about 8 months.
This one is for flank steak.
Yeah, and some churros. But, yeah, man. Listen, that's impressive. I mean, you got to... But here's the thing: not everybody has a stretch of land where they can,
or sometimes you could use a balcony.
Yeah,
but put potted plants.
You're gonna be the skinniest person on the block. Hey, you want to go to the store? No, I'm growing my own food. Yeah, but you live in a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan. Maybe that's a diet I should go on. Yeah. I should only eat the food I can grow.
You should have to like climb up a bunch of stairs to get to the steak if there was a steak tree.
Yeah, that's the thing. A steak tree is like. It's like 25 feet high, and if you want a steak, you got to go up the ladder and get it. You would
probably bring like a forklift.
Yeah, I would hire somebody. I wouldn't bother. I'd rent.
Yeah.
I'd go into the Ditch Witch or something, get one of those cranes.
No, you know that gorillas are vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah. Well, you just call me a gorilla.
No.
Well, most gorillas.
I'm saying like you're a big guy, and you could still be a big guy,
right?
And be strong without eating meat, because gorillas don't eat meat.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of a genetic difference between a gorilla and me. I mean, the hair is almost the same. But
I don't really believe you. That's the universal sign for I don't respect you as a comedian. I'm gonna whip out my phone during your set.
Well, I mean...
Because we can see from the stage who's on their fucking phone.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I've definitely been on my phone when someone I respect is on stage. I've just been in a text conversation, and I get a message that I want to reply to. Mm-hmm. But, like, I was at one of these like, bringer shows where, it's like, for the listeners, it's 2/3 brand new talent, and then, like, 1/3 people who make the show tolerable. For the brand new talent's friends that were tricked into coming to watch. Mm-hmm. And I had a realization that I would rather be... Because I was on my phone. I had the ability to text anyone in the world, or whose number I had anyway, to be on my Twitter, to play... I could play Mario Run, I could do whatever the fuck I wanted, and I was still cringing. And I was like, I would rather be without my phone in a dark room by myself right now, staring at a wall I can't see, than here with access to my phone listening to this horrible, horrible comedy. Like, that's when you know a comic's bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's
yeah,
when you know
I don't have a problem doing that either.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, doing which part of it?
Or just, like, looking at your phone while somebody's on stage.
Yeah.
If you don't really want to hear them. But you're, like, next.
But have you ever been, like, next, or even in a couple of people where you're, like, trapped in the room, like, playing a venue that doesn't really have, like, a green room or anything, where you're trapped in the room, and someone is so bad that, like...
Yeah, that last show we did together.